Draster, aka Andre Clark, and I haven't practiced for 2 days. Woo. Rough when I don't practice for 2 days, and I feel like I gotta gas up, catch up again. Let me see, Friday. No, it wasn't Friday because today is Friday. So, Thursday, I think. I was so tired. And then Wednesday, my wife did Bible study. Did a Bible study in here and on the internet. So I had to cover up my keys because she likes to. Even though I got the table thing for her, not one table but two tables, and I don't know why she still feel like she needs to put her Bible on my keyboard. So I had to cover it up. And then I got this other little stool thing for her to stand on and do whatever she needs to do too on top of that. So I'm like, bruh. That's how we talk sometimes. Bruh. Bruh. Bruh, what you doing, bruh? So, alright, so I get the house to myself for several hours, actually. So I don't know why, I think the earthquake is making actually I don't need this right here. It's making my door close all really sudden. Used to stay open. Also, for those who see my post, a recent post, my Miss Editor, she shared with me, the piano diagram. So I started working on the third book. And believe me, y'all, having patience possess ye your soul. Alright, having some. Oh, she don't want to wake up? Hey, Grandma. Mama Mac, wake up. Hello? What's up with Mama Mac? I know the power went down a couple of days ago, but I thought she was awake. I see the light on, I think. Let me think, did she shut off? Oh, there she go. There's Mama Mac.
Oh, yes.
Hey, how you doing, Mama Mac? You awake? Uh-oh. So now we're disconnected from the internet? Hold on. I hate when that happens. So I think a couple of days ago, we had a power surge or something. So let me see, because I done forgot how to get to the internet. Let me see, do we go use this?
Inputs. Go to home hub. Above this. LG channels inputs. LG channels. Connected.
Look, you're talking
HDMI 1. Connected.
fast now.
HDMI 1.
Alright, you gonna let me log in this Mac Mama? Oops, she don't want to let me in. Mama Mac don't want to let me in, so hold on. Guess I will use it now. Guess I'll let the door close. I'm in here by myself, so I ain't tripping. I don't have to pull out my gap. Let me see. Mama Mac locked me out. I guess that's probably the right thing to do is lock me out. I think she locked me out. Mama Mac locked me out. And that's the safety feature for, like, if your power goes down, then it automatically would just go into that safe mode. This is a good thing. So turn on the keyboard. Actually, I was only gonna go to the organ actually. And so now, but anyways, so it just popped right up automatically. Oh, cool. All right, cool. So my Miss Editor, she sent me. Is the battery okay on this now, or is it gonna die on me? All right, I might have to charge it up. So for those who've been following me for a while, I've been building a book. My very first book is called Play by Sight, edition number 1. And my Mr. Instructor, my Mr. Teacher, he's been sending me some material that I need to, or will be going to smash on, and okay, let me stop that. I have another laugh. My wife be cracking up. She be like, bro, stop doing that laugh, because that laugh is hilarious. Um, yeah, y'all, it's about to really get seriously crazy, but I'm trying to get back into it. So anyway, so she sends me what's that age? She sends me the well, actually I asked her to because I know she likes to go on different vacations and stuff. So in order for me to keep the book flowing, and you need to keep writing chords and stuff, a chord book. I wanted to be able to assist in that area. So he just said he's over there, whatever this fool. He'd be sending me some material that I'm supposed to be, well, I don't even say I'm supposed to be, but I would definitely be getting on it for sure. Let me see, software later. Let me see, some dope stuff that I'm gonna be working on, some serious dope stuff. This fool is crazy. Y'all, you know, all them chords. Oh, you remember that keyboard player doing this stuff? Remember this? Make me. Oh, let's do it here. Nope. Almost forgot. All this stuff right here. Let's move here. Alright. Let's move here. But hold on. I mean the wrong finger. Wrong bass line. Yeah, that what's happening is G. We could do G. Or we actually go C actually. Yeah. Or actually C sharp. There it is. And then resolve on that same bass line. So we actually going from an F, C sharp. I'm just carrying the bottom. And then those crazy chords on the organ. So y'all, I had to fish that out to my music teacher, and I was like, bro, what's really going on in this craziness? So when he sent it back to me, I go like, what? Well, if we was on the organ, y'all, you know, y'all, the voicing would be definitely different, right? Now somebody asked, can you play the same chords on the organ to the keyboard? Yes. You just have to approach it differently. Not differently, but you can approach it the same way. It's just that you got to do your own bass line. That's just the thing you got to do. F, B flat, D flat. I'm sorry, I missed it. F, D flat. D flat. Then E flat. I'm talking in the right hand now. Alright, we talking chords in the right hand. F. F add 2. B flat. Okay. D flat. If you wanted to go that voicing. If you wanted that voicing, I say so. If you was on the organ, this is your bass line. F, B flat, D flat. And remember your inverter. When I play the first chord, just think of you. Make sure you learn your inversions. Because you can mess around with this voicing. You know. the voicing I would go. B flat. Right? What's the other chord? It's a bass line. I forgot one chord. E flat. E flat. E flat. A. Then D. D flat. Resolve. Going down to the C. Because you're going to resolve that. You go back. And you resolve. Alright. So once you understand, yes, you can't play them chords. You might come from it from if you're a keyboardist, real keyboardist, you come in. You might come from. All right, so I'm probably jumping around, saying a whole bunch of stuff back and forth, but from the keyboard, yes, you can play some of the same chords on the keyboard to the organ. Just you have to now, for the ones who are beginner level musicians, learn your bass line, play chords and mess around with different bass line. Matter of fact, let's go and play this on the F, and let's play this on the A. Let's play that same chord on the B flat. What? So yes, you can play that same chord, F add 2, on F to the A, to the B flat. Can we do on the C? Yes. Now, when I was talking the scale on F, F, G, A, B flat, B, C, D, E flat. Now number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So yes, I can go to the 1, take you to the 3, take you to the 4, and let's try the 5, and let's try the 6. Let's go to the 7, and back to the 1. Yeah. So yes, you kind of see that I can mess with it. I'll probably take it out of the key scale as well. Let's go to the 1, 2 to 3. Let's do this walk up. I'm gonna hold it into the 4. 4, 5, 4. Okay, it sounds funny. I promise you it will work, but you gotta do something else either with the left hand. Oh, yeah, there it is. F sharp. Or let's E, F. Or yeah, let's try. Let's try E flat. Yeah. So yes, you can't try other ideas. And all I'm doing is the chromatic. Right, the chromatic move on in reverse of the scale. Yeah, so yes, if I'm standing on the F scale, I can play that same chord on the 1, 2 to 3, and 2 to 4. And of course, we go into the 5. Or what chord you want to go to. And go to a different voicing. Back to the 1. And of course, if you get some type of song or rhythmic or whatever, you can be creative on your own and create your own song and do your thing on your own, or how you want to do whatever comes to your mind. You might create a worship type of music. Alright, it's up to you. an idea, only to mess with one chord, and maybe the last chord or that one other chord, you go to the 5 and F, and you might, come with another idea. And I probably would have thought of that idea before I got to the 5. I probably would do this move on the 4 to the 5. I probably would pull that off out of the box. But just so you can know that you can be creative by using one chord. Just using one chord, Alright? And just do something with it, basically. At least attempt to. Let me see. Let's take this off. Let's take this one out. Making it up. Look, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm messing that all up. Mess that up. Mess up left hand. There we go. Come on, left hand. Here we go. Again. One more time. Same chord. Making it up. Making it up. Here we go. Ba-da-da, making it up. Ba-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. One more time. Ba-da-da, Now, y'all remember that chord from earlier? Hey, y'all remember this other chord from earlier? So, now I can do that now. Now I can go other way. Now I on, the same chord. Same chord. Same chord. Right? Same chord, y'all. Then I'll probably go to the B flat major 7 chord. I'll probably change up the voicing now. Because it's just a major 7 chord. And I practice this all the time, so it's like and just transpose it. So yeah. Now I'm using chords that I picked, pulled from an organ movement, but yeah. Change the bass line. But after a while, start learning chords. But anyway, keeping it simple in the beginning. Chord from Ed Devin, Ellie Devin. Change the bass line. Now I can make up stuff along the way. When I say make up stuff, it's really not me making up stuff. It's me using chords that I'm familiar with. That's all. You know, I hear an idea from a movement that Elder Devin did. Where was that at? What was it? Let's see, which one is it? No, it's not that one. It's this one, I think. I hear his voices. I hear his voices outside of the key of F. Let's drop the string for a second. And then I hear this like. I just hear the ideas. When I say the idea, it's chords that we use in my book, Play by Sight. The fourth, perfect fourth, perfect fourth. Let me see what I'm doing. Yeah, let's see what my hand is. And then we have the perfect fourth here. So I'm doing the perfect fourth in D, perfect fourth in C, and the perfect fourth in A. Let me see, hold on. Actually, correction. The third. Let me see. So the minor. Hold on, is that my A minor? Yeah, the third. The A minor third. My bad. But I might mix it up with the G. Which is the G fourth. So I may mix that up too sometime. Let's see, make this easy. Yes, that's what I'm doing, perfect fourth and G. And then I'm coming up to the A minor third. But anyway, just hear an idea. Mess around with that other move. Actually, I do E flat there. Actually, it was supposed to be D flat. Remember, learn inversions, right? Okay. A lot of these movements of the Mighty Nines in major 7 moves, major 9 moves. Major 9 and the Mighty Nines. Little crazy moves. As I was saying earlier, y'all, I was over here writing this book.
HTML 1 Apple.
Lock me out again. There we go. And lock me out again. She created the actual, I want to call it the template, or the keyboard frame for me. And so she's been responsible for the 2 of the books that I've created, written actually. And my responsibility is Photoshop. Wait a minute. My responsibility is press. Right, press. Photoshop and send. I don't have to do that no more. Actually, now all I have to do is play. Now, if I want to remember what I played, of course, then I'm gonna go ahead and Photoshop what I actually played. So anything that I end up playing on the keyboard, organ, or whatever, all I have to do now is more of just remember what the movement was. So if I wanted to write out this chord progression to this craziness that we heard from one of our brethrens during the Holy Convocation, all I have to do it's a woo woo woo, a woo 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 woo. Now, where's the thing at? Hold on, where the thing at? Oh, here it is. Now I don't have to Photoshop and Photoshop. All I have to do basically is press. All right, and bring over Cordy. Right, bring over here Cordy. All right, Cordy. Oh, I don't have to necessarily do that, but matter of fact, actually, I could have just connected Cordy over there, but I don't have Cordy over there. So yeah, this is gonna be easy. I'm gonna call it easy peasy, easy peasy, easy peasy, easy. Basically, all I have to do now is, I gotta disconnect. Okay, hold on, y'all. Facebook, let me disconnect the app from my laptop because now it's trying to. Sorry about that, Facebook. I'll be right back in the flash. So Facebook is, let me see, turn off the stupid apps. All right, apps are off. All right, sorry about that, Facebook. So basically, what it is my iPhone is wanting to connect to my Mac because I had it during the time when I had Ecamm. So I had to download Ecamm later. And Ecamm was where I basically just do these videos and do this MIDI stuff. Alright, so I'm getting it together, y'all, slowly but surely. So, but now, basically, all I have to do now, I don't have to Photoshop, but this was what I was doing. Whenever I play chords or hear an idea and learn an idea, I'm like, okay, what was the musician playing? Okay, alright, so that was the G9 sus4. So I'll get my camera out, which is my iPad, and go to work. Now, I don't necessarily need to have to do that because I already have these chords in my play-by-side book already, which is, where is my books actually? Oh, over here. Well, okay, they're over there on the organ. Let me go see if I can get to it. I already posted these books, these chords in my second book, edition number 2. So I say to other people, I'm saying to you all today again, for the beginner musicians, go get the book so that you will be able to be up with everybody. My wife was on this microphone. And you could be able to start learning these chords because I placed them in the play-by-side book. Alright, so I just got to figure out what chapter is in. Alright, let's get at it. Here's the book. Alright, so y'all get the insight on how I'm doing it. Fairly simple, actually. if you have the time and the patience to sit here and do it. So I've been spending a lot of time over the years. And back in 23, I got sick, so I could not get the books out until 2025 because I was mad, terribly sick, and not gonna get emotional, so I mean just chill out. But anyway, I thought I was gonna be kicking the bucket back then in 2023. So and also 2024, I thought I was gonna kick the bucket and be going on to glory, but the Lord allowed me to stay here again longer. 2025, I thought I was gonna be a goner again around the first of the years, January, February 2025. It was definitely a crazy experience that I had went through. I'm still undergoing it as we speak it, but anyway, so by May, I was like, Lord, just give me just a little tiny more strength, as they say, that give you a little bit that faith, a little bit of seed of that faith, that mustard seed of faith, that have a little bit of some type of strength, that what was within me at that moment to at least get this very first book out. And so the Lord allowed me to get that out, even after I had gotten out of the hospital and everything. It was crazy. Yeah, it's pretty good. So this is the very first book. I put it by sight. The Black Gospel Hot Chords edition #1. The best, hottest chords and chord progressions the pros do not want you to know, being exposed by me, of course, and probably many other people. But and then you can create your own fat chords and chord progressions and play and sound like the pros. So this is the reason why I came up with this idea of helping other musicians from beginner level to intermediate level to be able to advance your playing to the next level. So that's the reason why I did this chord book of a bunch of dope chords in here. In the beginning, I wanted to fast track the beginner level musicians, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and chapter number 8 was just your bonus move, which is your tritone. And then after that, chapter 9 is when I go into give you the major nines, the minor nines, the minor 9/11, minor 13/9 sharp 11s. I kind of went overboard. I went too far. But I wanted the beginner musicians, intermediate level musician. Whoa. I thought I saw it moving. Like, is it moving? It's trying to slide up off here. I wanted the beginner musician level musicians to catch up and be up on the game, so that way you're not left behind. So now you have a book that you can work with, and you can start smashing on your dope chords in your spare time and play them at your church or wherever you at. Chapter 10, we deal with the diminished 7/11 with the flat 13. And these chords, you're going to hear our favorite musicians who playing this stuff, and I do them in all 12 keys. And then we have the 6/9. All right, that is chapter 11, I think. All right, chapter 11. And then chapter 12, we have the major 7 with the flat 5. All these chords I'm talking is like, y'all never hear me talk about chords ever in my life until now, right? Okay, I really started learning this stuff in 2021. Yeah, 2021 is when I started really getting into this. And y'all probably said, man, you been playing all this whole time and you ain't never noticed? Nope. I never knew what I was doing. Never knew what I was playing. Never understood what I was doing. I just like, okay, what is this that I'm really actually doing? So yes, I'm getting into it, and I want y'all to get into it because it's gonna make your life easier. Chapter 12, like I said, in December flat 5. Chapter 13, we got the minor 9 with flat 5. All right, and then we scoop over to the chapter 14, major 7 with flat 5 sharp 5. And stuff. I was like, man, what is these guys doing? What is it that these musicians are doing? And when I'm listening to this stuff, I'm like, what is it that these musicians are doing? If y'all hear me use the word cats, y'all know out of respect, I'm not calling musicians cats or dogs or anything like that. But I was always wondering, what this cat doing? What the homie doing over here? What is this madness that the musician is doing that I can't do, that I can't figure out what's going on? So the Lord allowed me to start working on figuring this out. It's one thing sitting there playing it was another understanding. Somebody said, according to the Bible, it said get an understanding, but y'all, know where that scripture is at. But whole point I'm making is listening to other musicians play stuff, and you like, what is that he doing? What's the move he's doing? What's the chords he's doing? So I got to a point where it became difficult chasing musicians down and saying, hey man, can you give me some organ lessons and keyboard lessons? Because I don't really know what y'all doing out there. Y'all doing all this stuff, I don't know what it is. What do this thing? Y'all doing all this. What is that y'all doing? What is it? What in what is that y'all doing? And so I'm like, yo, y'all killing it. What is that? What in the world? What is that y'all doing? Doing. Y'all playing all this crazy stuff. I don't know what y'all doing. I actually did not know exactly what is going on. And like I said, it's one thing sitting here playing stuff, but I don't know what I'm playing. I'm just playing chords. And some people may say, well, who cares what it is? Just play it. But I would say it makes it easier to have an understanding on what you actually doing, because then now you can take those ideas, and I use the word ideas, and take the information. Maybe I should say it that way. You can take the information that you already now learning to do. Now you can take that information and transpose it to the next key. So you're not one of us musicians. And I use the word us. I'm gonna put my thing on so y'all can't see my face. So anyway, so you're not like some of us musicians up in here, and I'm not bashing it like that, but you're not gonna be one of those us as musicians over here. We be going into the utility mode, and we in C sharp technically, but the song is played in D, but we. You ain't. Oh my goodness, I shouldn't have went there. But we want everybody to think we can play in all our keys, so we're gonna go in E. We can't play E. We can't play D. So I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. Today, because you care for me in a such special way. Let's drop that. I have to do my octaves. I don't do all of those things. Alright, we want people to think we can play in the key of A, and we can smash in G or something. Oh Lord, but we in C sharp. Okay, so like I said, I'm not here bashing nobody, but I I understand the transpose button can be used as a tool if you use it properly, or if we say properly. I use it to help myself if I play better in one key. I use it to help me show me that I can do the same type of chord movements in another key. I think I did a video on that the other day. But if I choose a song and I'm like, man, okay, I don't sound too great trying to start the song out from the gate, so I might not sound as good. Let's do I Love You Love. I Love You Love. I might not be as familiar with E because I don't use it. There's that saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. Or if you ain't never practiced it in that key, then yes, you would never know how to play an E. I love you though. I love you though. I love you though. If I don't practice it today, to the 7, see, why I'm saying this, y'all, the chords I've written in there, y'all gonna laugh when I say this, but alright. My formula is major, minor, augmented, and 7. Major 7 is sharp 5, diminished 7, dominant chord, we call it C7. Alright, major 7, sus 2. That's all in the chapter, from chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sus 2, sus 4, and the 7 sus 4 chord, and the bonus one was the tritone. So, my wife gave me this tune one time. I'm just saying, use this as an example. I had never played it. Now, I did it on the organ. I didn't do it on the keyboard, but I'm just saying, we got this note stuck. There it is. She gave this song, and I was like, it was on a Saturday night. Late Saturday night, get ready for Sunday morning, basically. About 10:30, 11ish. And I was like, what? I ain't never heard this song before in my life, right? So she gives this song to me and is like, yo, we gonna do this song, and I don't care if you know how to play it or not. We gonna do it, and if you ready or not. I was like, oh, snap, okay. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to the way the band is doing it, but I'm gonna listen to the way the singer is singing it, and then I'm gonna interpret it in my own way. So I ended up having during that time, I was already in the practice of learning what we call that Nashville system. But at the same time, I already had my own way of doing things. And I just explained that to y'all, which is my structured part of the book in chapter 1, actually 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is what I used. I also was learning, that what we call it, the Nashville system that day, that evening, that night. All right. So I said, you know what? Let me use both formulas. My formula, or way of doing things, if I've always been doing, and let me try another route too as well. Okay, let's get going. So I pop on this song.
There are times when, in my own worship space, I look for what I call the sound of heaven.
Because he's gonna talk.
I spend time.
So here he's going to introduce the singer.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Blessings to you, Pastor and First Lady Jenkins.
E flat. I can tell her voice tone is E flat.
Stephen.
And then the keyboard player was already.
Our God is amazing.
Doing something.
And He's wonderful. We can rejoice right there because He is. Just that. Lift you and bless you and praise you.
Something like that.
Give you our best with the lifting of our hands and the lifting of our voices.
They're doing something. I don't know what they're doing.
Continue to receive our
I'm on my own little twist to
receive
it.
our best because we understand that there's nobody like you in all the earth. And we're not ashamed to lift you. Actually, we freely do it.
See picture?
We freely worship.
Picture?
We freely worship.
Picture the key.
We freely worship. We freely worship.
Here's the key.
We freely worship you, Lord.
Now, before she went there, I said, all right, that was my establishment. what key we doing it in. I ain't no keyboardist. But the key thing was, what key are we going? So I'm thinking, okay, our vocal tones sound like she was going to be doing this in E flat. And the band on top of that was kind of in the background doing something like that. So I just figured that we're going to be in E flat. Okay, cool. Okay, I stole that chord from Josh Nash. Normally, ba ba or ba da da da. Okay, so now let's see where we going. All right, so what I did was I went through my little process, you know, my little major move, minor, augmented, diminished, 7, dominant chord, major 7 chord, sus2, sus4. I promise y'all, this is gonna come up. 7 sus4 chord. What other chord did I miss? And the tritone. Alright, it should have been about 10 little movements that I do. And I said, okay, this is what's gonna happen. Right? And then I listen to it, and then I put it together. And then I do what is called process of elimination. What am I not gonna be doing? Alright? What am I not? If I'm not gonna be doing the diminished move, and I'll be playing the dominant chord move, or not. You know, never know. We know. Okay. So once I figured out what is the chords that I'm not going to be playing, then I thought about the Nashville system. And the Nashville system, right? My system in the Nashville system. Well, major's 1, minor 2, and I'll do my inversion. The same way I would do my my own system, the way I look at it. F minor, this is the first inversion, right? G minor, this is the first verse, second verse. Okay. A flat root, first, second. Okay, B flat, 5, that's 5 chord. The 6 chord minor. Last but least, D diminished 7. F diminished 7. And I do this all with the keys so I can give myself an idea on how I may want to play this song. Now, once I got that, then I'm like, okay, what is the song going to start on? The 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, or the 7? Let's listen. Let's see what we start on.
And we cry, oh.
And the melody line, and we cry, oh, and we cry, and we cry, oh. So it started on the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we cry, oh. That means I'm going to the 6 in the bass line. And we cry, oh. C minor, oh. Alright, so basically 5, 6, 1, and we cry, oh. Right, 5, 6, 1. And then let's listen to the other part.
Oh.
That means we're going to the 4. Now we're on the 6 in the melody line, but we started with a 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6. Now that takes us to the 4. Oh, this is how I figured it out.
There's nobody like you, Lord.
That's the 4 on that melody line. To the 3. That takes us to the what? The 1. Oh, so I got it. 6, 4, 1. All right, what's the next melody line?
Nobody like you, Lord.
And then nobody 3, 3, 3, 3 to the 2. That takes us to the what? B flat. Oh, now I got it. I don't need to listen to no more. That 4. need to listen to it no more at this point because I got the idea.
Oh, there's nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. Hey, there's nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. And we're crying.
C minor 7.
Oh,
A flat.
nobody like you, Lord.
E flat.
That's all the song says. No.
5. D flat. Here we go.
Say
Right back to it.
nobody like you. Nobody like you. We free.
I don't have to do anything else because now I understand. Now I can play my C minor 7. My finger's gonna move. Now remember, earlier I said C minor, which is in my book, chapter number 3. Second chord, A flat, chapter number 2. E flat, chapter number 2. And B flat, chapter number 2. Now, if we want to start changing up voicings or adding extra notes to what we're playing, remember we talked about the C minor? So now I can add the 7. If I wanted to, I can add the 9. Right? I can start changing up the voicing and now play the C minor 7. And then start changing the voicing. C minor 9, you know, we can do the C minor 9, 11. C minor 9, 13, 9, 11. I can do all those voicings. Alright? And then A flat, that was the 6. We had A flat, now add the 2 to it, so now we're playing A flat at 2. Or I can play the A flat sus 2. E flat sus 2, A flat sus 2. I can play the B flat 7, 6, 9, or 7 sus 4. But it still end up, because of the bottom, it's still going to end up being an A flat sus 2. E flat, I can go and change that, add the 2, and change voicing. E flat major 9, 13. What? Or E flat major 9. Or E flat 13. Because if I wanted to change the voicing, go to the B flat, add 2. It was B flat, now we add 2. There's nobody like you, Lord. Now we go back to the original. There's nobody like you, doing the inversion. Nobody like you, doing inversions. And do inverted. Now I can do my thing now because now in the book I'm doing this the minor 6, major 6, major 6, minor 6, and the perfect 5th, perfect 4th. I can do all that. Now being creative with the song because now I don't have to play it strictly this way. Strictly, I don't have to be strict with it. I did that in the beginning when I was learning to play the song. Matter of fact, I did that in church, which is so funny on the organ. But when I got home, I said, it's got to be another way I can do this, you know. And all these chord movements is in my chapter number 18. In the very first book I created. What? Yes, in my very first book, These are the chords that I put in these books. In the very first book, chapter 18. I did read off what those book chords are in that chapter for those ones who just coming in. And then I came up with the edition number 2 to give y'all some more extra spice or some more extra heat. I gave y'all the heat in chapter 9. For the beginner musician, I gave y'all the beginner sort of level. I call it the quick track, what I was calling it, y'all, fast tracking y'all, so I can get you to chapter 9, so you can start playing beautiful chords from what I call, almost about to call it, off the gate. All right, so you're not left behind. You're not left behind. So then I beefed it up extra more. Chords that we hear our favorite musician playing stuff, and we're like, man, what in the world is he or she doing? So I went on ahead and gave it to y'all over here. Chapter number 2, edition number 2, we got chapter, the Nashville System in the very first chapter, chapter 1. Then we jumped over here to 6-9 sharp 11. In chapter number 2, in the new book, my newest book that just recently came out. My first book aired live June 2nd, 2025 of this year. My second book aired September 26th. No, I'm sorry. Let's get TikTok back. Come on back, TikTok. Let's get TikTok back. Hey, come on. Hold on. This thing's sensitive, hold on. Come on. You don't like my left hand? Jesus. Almost had it. Did like my left hand? There we go. Alright, we got TikTok back. Alright, so anyways, what was I saying? So I said, let me go and take y'all to a whole another level again with some more dope chords. So we have chapter 2, 6-9 sharp 11. Chapter 3, we have that 9-4 chord I told y'all earlier. And then we also have, that's chapter 3, chapter 4. We smash on the major 9-13s. I keep telling y'all these major 9-13s is some dope stuff. Chapter 5, we have the major 9. So I did the major 9 in the first book. One way I came back and said, we're gonna have musicians playing these voices of chords in a different route because there's more than one way to play the same kind of chords. So I said, let me go ahead and drop it in here. I must have been on some drugs for sure. I was really sick when I did the second book. I was really extremely sick when I did the first book, but I probably was almost dead sick when I did my second book. Yeah, I told you I almost was I thought I was gonna be out of here. But so chapter 6, we have the diminished major 7 moves. Chapter 8, the 7. We had, people might call it this, but I call it the 7 sharp 9 sharp 5, or sharp flat 5. And then chapter 8, we deal with the 7 sharp 9 sharp 5, because I'm telling you it is. And then we have the minor add 2s. Chapter 9, chapter 10, we go to the major add 2s. I told you, and there's more than one way to approach this. That's chapter 10 and 11. I do them in different ways, and 12. I do them in different routes. And then the major 6, I mentioned it earlier, that in chapter 13, there's more than one way to approach these chords. So I'm like, wow, man, I never really tripped off of it first because I thought, well, maybe these musicians are playing the same stuff, but they just doing different routes of playing these chords. And then we do it in chapter 13, a different route, 14, 15, 6, 9. A different route from what I did in the other book that I said, wow, okay, I never thought a musician would play this voicing. Of course, that's chapter 15. Let me see. In 16, we have the minor 7, 11, and then, which y'all hear me do in a minute and some stuff. And then I came back to chapter 17 to do some more 9-13 chord, major 9-13 chord. I told you it's more than one way to approach these movements. And then we do the diminished major 9 with sharp 5. This is crazy, yo. These are chords I'll be playing and I hear the musicians doing, or I've learned to do them because I'm like, what are these guys doing? Then we have the major 13 with flat 9, flat 11. Woo! Y'all know that's crazy. I even just seen this. This is crazy. I don't even know what I was on drugs when I was doing this. I was on drugs when I put this book out, y'all. I should have did that, y'all. My bad. Yeah. Well, I'm going to try to hold this back from y'all. I'm just especially for my beginner musicians and intermediate level musicians, especially because this ain't fair. Y'all, no, this ain't right. It ain't fair that all of us, unlearned about these voices and chords. And you know it's crazy because I heard this musician doing this. Actually, was this one? And I was always wondering where in the snap is that. And you know what's crazy, y'all? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I had no idea that I actually put it in this book too, in a different route. I mentioned it earlier. The minor 7 with the flat 5, and is more than one way to approach these chords. The minor 9 with the flat 5 is more than one way to approach these chords. And I was like, and this whole time I've been looking for this chord because I heard this musician doing it, and I'm like, man, what is this dude doing, man? I hear them chords, but I'm like, what is he playing? Like literally, I'm literally just sitting here on the organ, like, what is he? I hear the chords, but I'm like, what is that? And I had no idea. I had already written it in this first book and didn't know it, and so I opened up the book like I'm doing with y'all, talking to y'all about my book and about these chords, and I said, snap, this chord has been in this book this whole time, and I'm sitting here telling y'all how to learn it. I'm sitting here got to learn it my own doggone self. And so I put it over here, and let me see, I forget what chapter it was. I think it was should be chapter 16, I think. I want to give it take. Yeah, chapter 16. This is funny to me. This is real hilarious to me. I had no idea I was already doing it. I did not realize I actually did this in the book. I guess that's what happens when you're on drugs, right? I was medicated up. Medicated. But so, yeah, I kept hearing this musician doing, you know, and like praise break or something like that. And also, I heard it doing in a groove. And I was like, what is he doing? And I was like, and I opened up the book and it was right here in my face. And I was like, yo, my dog, what are you tripping off of? Yeah, I was definitely tripping for sure. So yeah, so we have the minor 7 with the flat 5. I'll also do it over here in my newest book, the minor 7 with the flat 5. I told you in a different route because you add another note to the top. Now all I did was took off the top note. And I had no idea that I actually sat here and put this in the book. Oops. So yeah, get y'all copy. Like I said, you know, get y'all copy. And again, let me see. Where's that little shout thing? I forgot what shout music this was. Let me find it because I don't remember which one I was using on. Come on, app. You don't want to work today? Let me see. Let me turn that volume down just in case it's blazing. Play. Did I turn it off? Whoop, whoop. Oh, hold on. Okay, who did I turn it off? Drums. Why is he doing that? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I think I clicked. Oh, there it goes. Let me just turn off. Phase that. This. Nope, that ain't it. Wait, that's not the one I opened up. Hold on, where did it go? Let me see. I think it's this one. Oop, keep back the drum. minor seven with the flat fives, but yeah, I was definitely for sure. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even realize I had put all this stuff in here. So I guess I should say no holds bar is coming your way, whether you like it or not. No, for any of you musicians out there who's stuck on chords, stuck on not knowing chords, I got you covered. If you want it, I got it. I got you. If you want it. If you want to, if y'all want to learn this stuff, you know, and you're tired of chasing folk down trying to get it, I got you. I got you. I got y'all covered for sure. Now, so stop chasing folk down. I got you covered. That's how I'm learning this stuff. I got you. All right, y'all ain't got to chase nobody down no more. All right, because I got y'all with the minor seven with the flat five. So it's like I said, it's more than one versions of pulling these voicings out. But you know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's always more than one way. Right, so it's more than one way. Y'all. Major 9. Now we have the bass line 13 sus chord, which I was on my way in this chapter here. So I mentioned the major 9. That may not. Those chords are over in my very first book in chapter 9. Chapter 9, right, is in the very first book, but it's also over here in my newest book. Let me get to it. Let's see what chapter did I drop the other voicings of the major 9 over here. I think I already said it. What chapter did I say, y'all? I'm pretty sure y'all remember what I said earlier. Let's see if we roll back. And I do them in different voicings of approach because it's like I said, there's more than one way to approach the major chord or the major 9 chord. And I forgot what chapter I said this was in. So let me go back. Let me see. What chapter was that major 9 in? I snuck that one in there because I saw that, oh, you know what? There is a different route to approach this major 9, and I forgot to put this in the very first. Well, I didn't forget to put it in the first book. I just couldn't put it in the first book because I ran out of space. But somewhere in here, where did I put that major 9 at? Or did I not? Maybe I didn't. I could have sworn I saw the major 9. That was the 6. And I thought I said the major 9 in here. What chapter did that fall under? Oh yeah, there it is. Bam! Chapter 5. Blah. Alright. So chapter 5, I'll give you a different route of the major 9 move. Also, then I'll give you the 13, which I was just at a few seconds ago heading to that chapter. But and then you have the 13 Sons that should be able to hit you on page 23. So when I was playing that major chord, now if I went to the bass line, now it's the 13 sus now because of the bass line. Bass line. Inversion. Now, if I switch the bass line and go here, which is D flat, I'm going to the 5. That's the minor 9. Wherever there's a major chord, it's going to be a minor move too as well. That was on the 1. Now they made me play the 13 sus, which is in chapter 23. Also, the major chord itself is in the 2 books of my books here, which is in chapter 5, and the other one is chapter 9. Can I get a witness? That's it. Without the bass line, major 9. Now, if I accidentally hit the A flat along the way, now I'm playing a minor 9 chord, minor 9 11, by the way. You hear that? I might even put it at the top of the feet. That's when you hear this voice. Alright? Now because I'm going to the bass line in D flat and C sharp, now it's the 13 sus at this point. Alright, so that's where you get that bass line. I'm sorry, so let me give you out the bass line to what's going to happen when you go to it. It doesn't matter what movement I'm doing. I'm playing the major move, minor move. I'm playing the major move, sus 2, sus 4, and other sus 4, other sus 2. And I'll still end up playing the 13 sus because of the bass line. But it doesn't matter which sus chord. Or the 7 sus 4 chords. It doesn't matter which one I'm doing. Any one of those is going to be dope because on the 1, it's because of what we're doing in the left hand. We're playing the major 7 chord. So no matter what I do, sus secret sauce chord, it doesn't matter what chord I'm doing, I'm just moving those voices around. So just don't think that the musician is playing one chord. They're playing multiple of ideas of chords that you put, which I actually put in my book, which is the first book. What I mentioned earlier, major, minor, augmented, diminished, dominant chord, the sus 2, sus 4, 7 sus 4 chord. When you learn these in all 12 keys, y'all, it's over. So then you can be able to play these voices of chords. Rhythmic, whatever the rhythmic that you can keep up with, but yeah. And the other note. secret sauce chord, you know, even if I don't make no sense of doing it. You do all kind of stuff. Why you just, hey, stop it. Hey, y'all cut that out. Y'all fired. Yeah, then after a while, y'all, it's just pretty much cake at this point because now you got these chords underneath your fingertips, and you can do whatever anybody else is doing, basically, when it comes down to it. Alright? You can play all this other stuff. You know, rap. But I did, I forgot. Anyway, y'all. It's in the book. Y'all want to learn how to play R&B, gospel, rap, whatever y'all want to call it. Jazz music, all that kind of whatever. The chords are in my book, y'all, so y'all can get it. We're messing around with the people call this the 13-5. I'll be calling it the 7-13-5. Alright, and then we have the 7 sharp 9 flat 5. Then we have the 7 with the sharp 9. We can play around with this all day. Listen to this. I love you, Lord. I love you. Every chord I'm doing, y'all, I'm telling you, is in the book. Alright, literally step by step, one chord after the other. So we have A flat, D flat. Let's start D flat. Let's tone it. D flat. Chapter what? 2 in the first book. Diminished 7. Chapter who? 3. Minor chord. Chapter who? 3. A flat. Chapter who? 2. What? Yes. Let's see. Let's get at it. Let's see. Let's take the piano out. Here we go. Look at that. I'm playing the chords in the book. Now I want to add the 2. Now I want to play the minor 9-11. Minor 9-11. A flat add 2 is in the book, my second book. No transpose button. Let me see, maybe try to transpose the keyboard back. I chance the keyboard back. Minor 9-11. Now start understanding what I'm doing the chords in the book. I love you, Lord. I love you. It's C sharp and D flat. I love you, Lord. Okay, let's go up D. Repeat. Same chord. Do it again. D add 2. The minute 7 up. Minor 9-11. Go to E flat. Repeat. E add 2. E flat add 2. The minute 7 up. Minor 9. E flat add 2. Do it again. Up, diminish up. Minor 9, 11. Let's go to the next key. F. Sharp. Same chord. Just transpose it up. One more time. I'm just repeating the same chord. Uh-oh, G. Up, diminish up. Woo. Minor 9, 11. C, add 2. Do it again. Diminish up. Minor 9, 11. A flat. I hit an extra chord. Same chord, minor 9, 11. Repeat the same chord. Oh, hey, hey. Repeat. Fingers. So do that again. Diminish up. My left hand. Go B flat. Diminish up. One more time. Up. Uh-oh, B. Uh-oh. Diminish up. Get it down here. Do it one more. Got what key I was in. Hit C. One more time. Oh, Lord. And I'm not dealing with following the book. Basically, add C or whatever the major chord is, and just add the 2, then diminish up, then to the minor 9, D minor 9, 11, G add 2, and back to it. Right? And I don't have to do anything fancy, it's just now, after I do it a few times, my head's gonna now want to do inversion or more. And you start doing. That's a B minor 7 with a 13. Right? Let me tone that down. So at some point, you know, your hands is gonna say, okay, I'm tired of playing it this way. You want to I love you know. Now I can steal some ideas from Jason White when he did that, you know. Doing great. Let me get. We did it. So I love you, know. I love you, know. I love you, know. Okay, that's why we go to the Mighty 911, chapter 9. But first, I'll probably go to the 7, what we call it, the major 7 flat 5 because of the bottom now. It's the 7 sharp 9 sharp 5 or flat 5 or both. Or up down, down up, which means I'm just playing the 7 sharp 9 flat 5. You probably may not hear people say 7, but it's the C7. Well, it was the key you're in, the bottom note you're in, but it will be the 7 sharp 9 sharp 5 or be the 7 sharp 9 flat 5. Or it can be the I hear people say this, the 13-5. Yeah, I heard that 13-5. But that also is the 7. The 7-13-5 or 13. I hear people saying 13-5, 13-5, whatever y'all want to call it. Anyway, 7-13-5. I just go straight to it and tell y'all it's the 7-13-5 or whatever. 13-5, whatever y'all want to call it. But now when we add the bass line to it, it changes the name of the chord to a sharp 9 sharp 5 or flat 5. So I can do either one. And here's the thing, when you can do, because of the bottom, I can do this. I hear people doing this, which I just discovered by accident. Oops! So if my target chord was the 7 and so we're going to the 7 to the 7 to the 7, right? So I can do a transpose up to it from 2 keys back. Woo! Yeah, you can do the transpose up to the target. In case y'all didn't know that, but you hear people doing those voicing, or you might hear them doing, like I said, the reverse of that and come backwards to the target move as well. Or you might hear, like we said, the 13, the 13-5. The 13-5. That's the 7-13-5. You might hear that voicing that way. Da, da, da. Or you might hear them going, like I said, the other way, as I said, without me carrying the bass line, because I understand, you know, and I could whip, yeah. So you might hear that, I love you, though, so Passimo, I love you, though, I love you, though, I love you, though. Instead of going back to the 1, you know, you on the, y'all, is the minor chord with the tritone. And I told y'all 10,000 times. No, I keep saying the secret to the madness, those tritones, you can play them with just about any chord. Any chord. I don't care if it's a major move. Right? I don't care if it's a minor move. There it is. So listen, y'all better come on, catch on my beginner musician. I can switch up the tritone. This make me, without a bass line for now, make me play the minor 7 with the sharp 11. Now if I want to get a bass line, oh my God, see. Okay, I gotta cut this foolishness off. So if I want to change the tritone, as I was saying, but let's do that bass line for a second. Let's go to B flat. Oh, let's go A. So A minor 7 with the sharp 11. Earlier I said sharp 5 without that bass line. Sharp 11. What? Let me change the tritone. But like I said, you find a bass line and I messes with it. I messes with it just again. give myself an idea. Well, let's change the tritone to a D tritone. We had E flat. Alright, now we have the minor 11 with the flat 5, which is in my very first book. I forget what chapter it is in. I think it's chapter, I forgot what chapter. What was it? Minor 7 flat 5. Oh, I just passed it up. That is chapter number 17. All right, chapter 17, minor 11 with the flat 5. I told y'all, you will hear chords people be doing, and I'm like, what? Now I'm getting to learn them because that's gonna be my friend. These chords gonna be my friend in all 12 keys when I practice it. Because we transposing this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yes, we transposing this. Alright, and so we was messing with that. I said I'm gonna change the tritone. And let's go to another tritone. Yes, that's in my book too. The diminished major 7. I told y'all earlier. I must have been on drugs when I did this. The diminished major 7. Let me see. I think I put that in this book too as well. I forget what chapter it is. Let me go to the contents. What I said, the major 7, the diminished major 7. I think is in this one, or is it in my other book? Let me think. Let's see. I got the diminished 7-11 with a flat 13. I believe it's in my newest book. I thought I put it in this book too. I thought. Yeah, I guess it's in my other book. It's in the new book. Alright, so it's over here because I did see it flash as I was flashing by it. And let's see, let's find that chapter because I did flip around. There it is. So I have the diminished major 9, which is track 5, and then I do have the other diminished. What chapter did that one fall in? Because I did see it. Oh, there it is. Diminished major 7, chapter number 6. Whoa! I didn't realize I was doing all this. I gotta quit. Let's see. We'll try another tritone with that same chord. All right. So that's the major with the flat 5. Hold up. Right now, this chord I may not have in my book. Now this makes me want to do this. Now it depends on the bass line. Nope. See, that will work there on that A. Let's see, would it work on the, let me see. I forgot. What chord am I doing? Okay. Would that work on the F sharp? Sounds funny, but it do work. What would it work on, E? Yeah. It's the same chord I mentioned earlier. It's a C major with the add flat 5. However, because I'm down here on the E, so if I go back to it's the same chord I just played, but we just add the D down there. What? That's insane. And I messed around with these tritones because I wanted to see which one sounds cool. Alright, so we have a tritone with the C major, E tritone. I already know where this is going. This is that dominant chord we finished mentioning, but I already know where it's going. So this is the C7 chord. Remember I told you that dominant move? And I already have it here. I'm just putting it in the left hand now. What? Right. So many ways of doing this. You can add the 9. And now you have the C9. By the way, since we said that, see, every time I touch the keyboard, I'm always doing something. So I did that one in chapter. Which chapter? Oh, chapter 22. What? Yes, I did that in chapter 22. And that voicing. And y'all heard the move, what's his name? Marvin Sapp. There it is. It's more than one way to approach his voicing. And then he does this move. I'm going home. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Yes, this is that dominant move when he goes here. That C9 movement. F 7, F minor 7, because I'm holding his voice in. And then B flat. Ba, 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 ba. See how that I did? And now we have the F minor 9. Ba, ba, ba. All this whole little movement. All from here. Then he goes to the F sharp chord. This is the F sharp major 7 chord with the sharp 11. F sharp. What? F sharp major 7 with the sharp 11. So the sharp 11, what is the 4, right? Big 4 with sharp 4. In the left hand. So that's a little move. Uh-oh, I told you. Right, and it's at 13.5. Y'all probably hear people using that terminology, 13.5, but it's a B7 13.5. Oh, y'all hear it come? Yep, the sequence house chord, 7 sus 4 chord, tritone, mixed together. It's the major 7 with the flat 5. I told y'all where that's at. It's also over here, my major 7 flat 5. I also did it again in a different route. Major 7 flat 5. I forget what chapter that is. Look for it. Major 7 flat 5. Oh, what's the minor? I think I thought I did this over here. The major 7 flat 5 again, but in a different approach. I think. Let me think. Let me see. Hold on. Woo! Y'all better get the book. All right. Let me see. Did I do it again in this book? Thought I did. Maybe I didn't. It was the minor 7 with the flat 5. This one is the major 7 with the flat. Okay, my bad. So I did the major 7 with the flat 5 over here. Chapter number 16. And I also added the major 9 with the flat 5. I hope. Let me see. That we do my major 9 with the flat 5 over here. Let's see. Hold on. If I didn't do it, I promise y'all it's coming in the next book. So let me see. Hold on. I thought I did the major. Was that the major? Yeah, major 9. For sure, the major 7 flat 5. I already told you. Chapter number 16. Over in my very first book. Let me see. Did I do the major 9 with the flat 5? I could have sworn I thought I saw it. Let's look for it. I thought I did. Let me see. I told y'all I was on drugs. They had me medicated up when I was sick. But yeah, the major 9, flat 5. Let's look for it and see what chapter that's gonna fall in. These chords are in the book, y'all. So if you want to get dope in your chord playing, in your endeavorance, I got y'all covered over here. I thought I'd put that in here. Oh, it was the major 9 with the sharp 5. Okay, hold on. Major 13. That's a dope chord too. The major 13, flat 9, sharp 11. Gee, did I not put that in? Did it not make it to this book? Oh no! Alright, I think it didn't make it to this book, y'all. I thought I did that. I guess not. Okay, so it didn't make it to this book, so we're gonna make it to my next book. Alright, so we're gonna make it to the next book. Oh, did my wife have a delivery? I think she got a delivery. Alright, so we're gonna make this one to the next book. Now that question, I got a question to that, because now that makes me think, did I already put it over here? So I gotta look. Come on, Mama, wake up. Mama Mac, wake up. Let me see if I already pocketed over here, because I don't want to do it again.
HDMI 1 level.
Okay. Help me out, Mama Mac. So let me look in my folder over here in this book. Load up. So let's look and see. We are looking for the major 9 flat 5. So if it's already over here, I ain't doing it again. Okay, if it's not, then I'll have a choice. So let me look for it. Major 9 flat 5. Did I do them in all 12 keys? My question is in questioning. Let me see. We got It said the major 9. Ooh, my other one didn't make it into my book. My diminished 9, my diminished major 9 with the sharp 5. That did make it in the book. I did say that earlier. So that did make it into the book. We're looking for the major 9 with the flat 5. So, let's see here. Did that not make it? Because if it didn't, y'all already know what I gotta go do. I got to get to work. So let me see. There. Oh, please tell me it's in there. I could have thought I did it. So looking for my major 9. Starting to look like I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Okay, let me see. Starting to look like I didn't do it. I could have thought I did it. Okay. If I didn't do it, I'm gonna get started with it then. So what I will do here is I guess I do it right here. How did I play that voice? There we go. So now remember I told y'all earlier I do I took this off for now. So what I do now, Photoshop, and then I get at it. The reason why I'm doing this because this will transfer anything that I do over to my iPhone. So if I'm at work, let that thing go. Oh no, where did it go? Oh no, where did it go? Then I can keep my work going when I'm on my break. Let's see, do I want to do the bass line? No. Alright, so my job is Photoshop and copy. Let's see which way. Finger doesn't get in the way. Alright, so now I Photoshop and copy. I'm hoping that I don't have to do this again. Or do it at all. Let me say not do it again, but do it period. Because I could have thought I did this and it just never made it into the book. That's what I'm hoping. But since I've already played the voicing, so now I'm gonna transpose now. That was one key. And what the idea I understand is that when I'm learning stuff, my brain has been memorizing pattern of how my fingers doing stuff. And my left hand, my right hand's gonna do the same thing. And that's why I'm hoping I don't have to do this again. And I'm hoping that I probably already have it, but I'm gonna go ahead and Photoshop this anyways. I'm pretty sure I did it already, but if not, this is what I do. Photoshop. Alright, so we have F sharp, major 9 with flat 5. Alright, this will help me build my chord movement. Alright, and I just do them in all 12 keys. Simple process. Keep it pushing. I gotta practice. I haven't practiced y'all in 2 days. But this is kind of like, I guess I'm gonna call this my present. I'm hoping I don't have to do this again, but I'm gonna still look for it. How many keys I just did there? 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm praying to hope I don't have to do this again. I'm pretty sure I've already transcribed this as well as parked it over here somewhere, but anyway, I'm gonna just go ahead and knock it down. right. Oh my goodness. Remember that chord? I told you, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. I told you it was coming. Y'all don't believe me. I told you it was coming. Oh no, did I already photoshopped that already? Oh no. Oh man. My hands was moving too fast. Uh-oh, I gotta go back up. E, hold on, y'all, I gotta go back. Where did I messed up at? A flat, G, F sharp, F, E. I messed up at E. Okay, I messed up on E flat. Okay, hold on, let's go back. Let me see. Wait, did I miss F? Must have missed F too. Did I get F? Oh, I got F and E. Okay, hold on. Got the E. Okay, my hands are moving. Alright, let's get at it again. So I must have moved too fast. Take a deep breath. Alright, I think I got it that time. Let's see, back because my hands are moving. This thing is sensitive. Okay, now we're at D. D major 9 with flat 5, and I told you this was. And I'm just remembering the seesaw chord, 7 sus 4 chord. It's a sequence to the madness, y'all. Once you learn the sequence to the madness, y'all gonna be like, what? Yes. The 7 sus 4 chord in the right hand, and you're playing nothing but what we call the major second in the left hand. Major second. The major second. Now we're at the C. Alright, so now we're at sometimes we make this thing difficult. And remember, y'all, I said earlier, you can create these chords. Maybe I didn't say it, but you can create these chords from chapter number 18. If you go to my chapter 18, you'll see that I can use these ideas because I understand you're playing your the 6, and then you mess around with your minor 6. Then you're messing with the 4th. With the 5th. Alright, those in the book. I'm sorry, y'all. This is kind of many, but okay. Where was I at? Okay, so that's my next one, C. And I go depends on what direction I want to go with this. Did I move my hand again? Dang it. Oh, it did catch it. Oh, okay. Alright, so it all depends, like I said. So we started here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It depends on how dark I want it, alright? 9, 10. I'll go as far as until it gets too dark, and then I'll go back up the other way until I got all 12 keys knocked down. So the first one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're on 10. All right. I got a feeling it might be a little too dark on 11. Let's try it. too dark on B flat. Okay, it's okay on B flat. We have one more to go to get to A. So it really doesn't matter. You can go either way, up or down. All right, you can go any direction you desire. At the end of the day, as long as you learn the voicing, of course. So we got one more. We got B flat. I think it's gonna sound muddy. Oh, maybe we got away with it. All right, so I guess we're gonna get away with it on the A. But again, you can go the other direction. Okay, just keep that in mind. All right, so now I got homework to do. All right, did my hands move again? Let's make sure I got them all. Now, in this case, because I'm doing the work, I don't have to send this to my Miss Editor, because now I can go and do them myself. And it will automatically go to my phone up there. Should have already done it by now. And it would transfer that information. However, let's just say I don't want to use my phone for whatever reason, but just say that I can email this to myself as well as to my editor. All right, my Miss Editor. But I'm going to do the work since I'm in here messing with it. Remember, I said I could go up with it and go up the other way. Remember, we did this down here. Now I can bring the voice up here and go up. Alright, so just remember I can. Alright, so now I can play all these beautiful chords. Unfortunately, that chord didn't make it to the book for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe because I ran out of space or something like that. So yeah. Stay awake, wake up, come back, come back, come back. Why you went to sleep all of a sudden? Why did you keep going to sleep? Alright, so then what I do is, if she wake up, come on, Mama Mac, wake up. What are you doing? Mama Mac is saying, hey, yo, you ain't waking with me right now. Then what I would do is, I'll go, now I can use this idea or the computer either way. And then, hey, wake up, Mama. Mama Mac, hello. Hello, Mama Mac. Oh, she okay, she don't want to wake up. She got a mind of her own, I guess. Oh, there she go. She heard me.
HDMI on Apple.
Okay, so then what I could do is, whatever the chord I just played a minute ago, alright, that A flat or whatever I want to do, A flat major 9, let me see, I guess go back this way. I can actually just look at it from here and at this point. Oops. Alright, so now all I have to do is build this chord. Well, Lord. Alright, so now, let's put it over here. Actually, I don't want to put it up here. So now all I have to do is go over here and open this up and unlock it. So now y'all can see how I'm doing it. Let's see. All I have to do is copy. I'm just gonna highlight this first row down here and copy. And then paste, and now I have another chord block. And let's see, I should have did it that way, but let me see. Take the left hand, I'm gonna drop it right here. Take the right hand, drop it right here. I'm looking at this from a distance right now, so. And then the notes, hold on. Hey, let me grab these. I'm trying to grab the notes. Uh-oh. Wait. Okay. Let me move, I have to move the frame out the way. I should have did it this way, but this is the way I kind of did it. Alright, so now I'm grabbing my notes. And I already messed up my other notes in the other chords that I just created. Now I gotta figure out what chord that was. Should have did it that way, but my bad. Hold on. I gotta build that other chord back. Let me build. I had to build the other chord back. Let me make this bigger. Here we go. And then let me bring this chord name down here. And then let me put my notes back. Hold on. I should have did it that way. Actually, where's my other? Hold on. Okay, so what I'll have to do is, I'm gonna have to build the frame. Hold on, y'all. Let me copy the frame. I should have copied the frame on another page. All right, hold on. Let me drag it down here. So right now I'm dragging the frame down here. All right, let me drag it down just a little further. All right, so I'm gonna drag the frame, copy it right quick. Copy it. All right. Okay. Then I'm gonna drop it on another page. Let me see. Wait, I already did it somewhere. Hold on. Did I drop it already somewhere? Nope. Okay. All right. I'm gonna drop the frame on another page. Oops. Right here. I'm gonna drop it on this page here, or the next page. Paste. Alright, where the frame at? There it is. Alright, so I got my next frame, so that way I can grab it real quick. Let me slide it up some more. Alright, now I got my frame, and then now I want to grab the chord, the name of the chord. I'm gonna copy that. Copy that. I'm gonna drop it down to the next page. Paste. Alright. So this is gonna be my frame. Alright. I have to have the frame. And then the next thing I need to copy and paste is the notes. So let me get the notes copy and drop it down to the next page. Bam! Alright, cool. Now I got my frame. The name of the chord is gonna be, oh wait a minute. And then the left hand. Let me copy that. Drop it down to the next page. Paste. Get the right hand real quick. Copy. Drop it down. And paste. Alright, now I'm going to lock this up. Right. So now, I'm going to go back. So I got to build the chord that I just messed up. Hold on. Let me see if I can put it back in this spot. Alright, so this was an E minor. Hold on, let me see here. Oh, yeah, slide it over some. Slide the frame back over. Hope I got it in the right spot. Okay. And now I got the frame. I got the frame for the name of the chord. Hold on, I got to slide that frame over here. And then the thing is, I'm gonna open it up over here so I can have a closer look. Actually, I had to be up closer to the computer, but I'm a little distance away. But here's my thing: is using another device. What I do is I use another device to open it up so I can see how it would look actually when it is actually on an actual book. So now let me open that up. I'm gonna open up the same thing over there. Oh man, what? It's making me, what? Why? Continue. I don't know, agent kicked me out. Why did it kick me out? That's weird. Okay, hold on y'all, gonna kick me out. It's almost 5 o'clock. Okay, I'm back in. This is gonna allow me to be able to see how it actually really would look on the book. So now, go to home. And then go to that book. Right, so now I'm going to that actual book. And voila! Alright, so now I'm on that book. I don't want to wait to go back home. Alright, so now I'm on this book now. So now this is gonna give me a better look on how it would look in the actual book. Right. Come on, man. Get out my way. Get out the way. Hold on. Get out the way. Why is that in the way? Alright. I'm trying to get this other little thing out my way. Project. Slow. Alright, now go to the project. This gives me an idea on how he's gonna look on that book. Okay, so slide up. Why I keep doing that every time I touch this thing? Get out the way. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Okay, so now it's gonna let me see how that is gonna look on the frame. There we go. Alright, now, and then I'll make my adjustments. Alright, cool. Now I gotta plug in my chords again, the notes. For that second chord because I moved them out the way. Now what I do is go back and go into my photos because I forgot what chord that was. Alright, what chord was that? Let me see. What chord was that? Okay, I didn't see what chord was that. So my very first chord was okay, so that was the F sharp 7 with the, okay, so I'm going to have to go plant these chords right back the way I had it. Okay. Alright, now let me put the chords back. The one I messed up, actually it was the third chord actually. So the third chord was a minor 7 with the flat 5 with the flat 9, flat 13. Let's get back at it. So let me make this just a little bit bigger so I can see it. And that was the E. I think I had it. How would I do it on the keyboard? Because I'm looking at how I would plant that on the keyboard. So let's see how I had that planted. I think I had it here. It wouldn't be down here. Alright, how would I plant that? Okay. And then I look over here. Alright, but let me drop the notes back, and then I'll make the adjustments with the notes. Alright. And then how did I hit that? That would be the left hand, okay? Alright, so let me slide the left hand down. So that would be my left hand. Alright. That by itself with my left hand is the major with the flat 5. B flat major, flat 5, B flat major by itself. Okay, now let's drop the right hand. Now the right hand is just playing a major 7. A major 7 with the sus2. And of course when you put these two chords together, I'm sorry, F. My bad, wrong finger. You're playing technically a C chord, but I'm adding the G to it because of the finger. Now, if you add the C to it, then turn it into a C9. What we may call it, like I said, that dominant chord I mentioned earlier. But we're voicing it up here now. What? Now by itself with self, I like to play chords without the bass line. So it's a C9 add 11, which is the chord that I had played, which was the second chord without the bass line. This is my second chord that I put on here, the C9 add 11, right? And so I'm like, oh. C9 add 11, fat. Okay, so that is the chord that I had for the second chord, but I wanted to put this voicing a chord without the bass line, which is an E minor 7 flat 5 flat 9 flat 13 without the bass line. What? Yeah, that part. So I like to play around with it. So let me see. Now I gotta put this third chord back. Like I said, this is without the bass line. All right, and this is what I do. This is what I do. What I do. What I do. All right. So we got that. Da da da. There we go. F. G. I believe C and E. C and E, right? Yes, C and E. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. C and E. Now, to visualize this on the book, now I go back to the book. This is to see if it's centered the way I wanted it to center. So let me see how it looks. All right, looks like I gotta move over my F. All right, so I made my adjustment there. Let's see if it catch on. Sometimes it's slow. Something to catch it. And then my G looked fine. Let me see. Oh, didn't do it? Oh, hold on. And then, so let me see. All right, so that should have did it there. All right, let's lift up that G a little bit. All right, that's straight. All right, so I'm trying to make it straight as possible. And oh, wait a minute. Let me see. My E moved again. Let me see. Let me move my E. Wait, did my E move? Looks like my E moved a little bit. There you go. All right. So my E moved back. Let me move it again. Let me see, because my hands are moving around. All right. So the E is centered. And then now those chords are locked in. All right. So now the next chord that I was about to build, I forgot what the chord was. What chord was I doing? Oh no. Oh, that was that A flat major 9 with flat 5. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, so that one. Well, we're gonna build that one next, just so y'all can see what's up. So let's go to that chord. Oh man, let me see. I gotta go all the way back. Alright, so now let's build that chord. Alright, because I'll get at it. So we have let's see. This chord is a major 9, So let me go ahead and let me make this bigger so I can see it. Wait, why is it doing that? Oh, hold on. Alright, so we're gonna make this one. Let me see, we want to put that flat 5 inside of that little thing here. So backspace, put the 5. Then with a backspace here, and then we have the 9. And then we're gonna go major. What is it? A flat. So I gotta go A flat. Alright, A flat major. 9. Now, so that look good on here. So A flat major 9 with the flat 5. Alright, so now I'll drag that up here and pop that in the spot. Got my left hand. So let's go with the chord now. And let's drop these dots there. Alright, so we got A flat. And it all has to do with where we're going to be placing these chords at in the left hand on the board. But at the end of the day, y'all can figure it out. Alright, so how's that going to look? A flat, B flat. And then I'll make the adjustments on the where the dots are sitting. If they crooked or something like that. D. Okay, so that's go with my left hand. That's the left hand. So let me slide. Let me see how I want to slide this over. Alright, so let me slide this over just a hair. Now how am I yeah, okay. I can see how I'm actually playing that. And then let me slide the right hand over just a hair. Alright, the next chord in the right hand. Let me see here. D. Was it D? Oh, GG and DG. Uh-oh. Okay, that one's tripping out. Uh-oh, that one's tripping out. Hold on. Why I keep doing that? Oh, okay. Why my colors keep disappearing? Hold on. Why the color keep disappearing? Okay, my colors keep... Hold on, let me see. Why I keep doing that? Why I keep doing that? Alright, let me delete that. Let me delete this one. Let me see, will it act right? Why I keep doing that? Oh my God! I can't believe I just killed the frame. Oh, hold on, y'all. Let me bring the frame back up. I can't believe I did that. I deleted the frame by accident. Whoops. Unlock. Copy. Bring the frame back. There we go. I can't believe I killed the frame. Okay, let me put the frame back. I actually didn't delete it. Oops. Okay. Let me slide these guys over again. Slide my dots over. Hey, come on. Hey, stop playing. Alright, let's move up the frame one more time. Alright, where's my, I hope I didn't delete the chord. Oh no, did I delete the chord? Oh, hold up. Okay, hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. Alright, let's drop the cord again. This can be tricky sometimes. Okay. Copy. And copy paste it again. There you go. Alright. Delete. Alright, I had to copy paste that of the cord again. Alright, then left hand. I don't know, sometimes it disappears. It's like it disappears. Okay, hold on. Right, copy and paste again. Crazy. Okay, that should do it there. Alright, delete that. So it's a little process. Let me see the right hand. Would it slide down there? Ah, keep disappearing. Okay, let me delete that. And the thing is, I gotta see if it's an invisible, what I want to call it, an invisible, one of them cords is invisible. So it's like, I gotta make sure it's not invisible in the book. Cause that will be not good. Alright, so make sure that dummy thing is not invisible. Alright, cool. Alright, got the left hand. Where's my right hand at? Oh, I lost the right hand? Uh-oh. Okay, let me copy it from here. And then paste. Alright, now we got the right hand. Okay. And now, let's see if I can get my dots over here. I might have to copy and paste some. And what was that note I said? I got A flat. Somebody texting me or emailing me. Alright, so I got A flat. Well, I keep disappearing. Copy. Paste. Okay, A flat and B flat. Okay, so that is for left hand. Now the right hand. Gotta copy paste again. I don't know why I do that. It's weird. Oh, and whatever. Alright, so copy paste. Left hand is D. Right hand is, alright, copy paste again. For some strange reason. Let me see here. Alright, almost in the right spot. I don't know why that one looks smaller. Okay, in the right spot. And what was that chord I said? And the other one is C. Next note is copy and paste. Okay. And C. Make sure it lined up in the spot I wanted it to be at. Move it over here. Voila! Voila! Alright. So now I just built the major 9 with the flat 5. And so then I'll do the rest of the keys like that. Or whatever chords I'm building in the book, then that's how I do it, y'all. So now, as long as I have the frame, alright, so once I've built on all the chords that I want to build, then after that, then I'll email it to myself. And what happens is when I email the chords to myself in this frame, I turn around and take it from the email and drop it right back into the book. Because right now, what I'm doing is this route is just building the chords. But the problem is, it's not going to go to, I think it's not gonna go to it. Let me look. I might be lying. Let me see. I'm pretty positively sure it's not gonna transfer over into my library. That's what I'm wondering. So let's see if my theory is correct though. And yeah, so it does. It will not save into the library until I actually go over. I think over here, and then it asks me to download the link. So then once I download the link, excuse me, of these chords, then they would go to my email. Actually, you know what? Hold on. That don't sound right. Hold on. Let me hit download. One way to find out, right? Let me hit download. It says 9. Let me see, because I think it will go over here to the... Let me find out. Hold on. I might be lying. Hold on. Because I think as soon as I hit the download, I think it should automatically go to my library. So hit download. It said 9. I don't know why it said 1 out of 9. Okay, now let's see. Survey says... Let's see. Am I right or am I wrong? And let's see if it loads up over here. Wait, image, file, blah blah blah. Nope, I knew it. It's not gonna go that route. The route is gonna go is just click. If you download, blah blah blah, complete it. Click here. And there it goes. Now it's in the box. I just saw it. Let me open it up. Where did it go? It sits somewhere. That ain't it. Nope, that ain't it. Let me see. Hold on. Where did it go? That ain't it. This is from my other books already. Hold on. I just saw it a minute ago. Download, click here to complete. And then, I changed the name. Extra folder. What? Hey, hold on. Extra pages. No. Where did it go? Click here. Alright. Popped over here. I saw it again. Open it up. Oh, okay, here it is. Alright, now let us see. How would I do this? How would I do this? I have to email it to myself. That's what I thought. I figured that. So I have to actually email it to myself. And then once I email it to myself, then I can re-drop it back into the book itself. And then it'll load up these chords. That's what I thought. Or maybe I'm lying. Maybe that doesn't work. Let me see. Hold on. That makes no sense to me. Hold on. So let me go down to another page, an empty page, because that would make sense to me. Because I'm downloading it. So since I downloaded, let me see if I re-drop the chord over. See if it let me copy image, because that would make sense. So let me drop it over here, and let's see, paste. Is it gonna let me paste it? It says paste. Oh, it loaded it. Oh, I don't have to email it to myself. What snap? I just seen it pop up. Oh, okay, that's dope. I see it loading somewhere. Alright, where? I just saw it load up somewhere. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I don't know why I don't see it over here. Shucky ducky ducky, I see you. Oh, it's right here. Okay, where is it out on here? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Still haven't populated over here yet. I don't know why it's slow. But it populated over here, so it's in the row. I see it. It says check mark. Okay. So now those chords I just did. Alright, so I'm wondering, just move the download down. I already did that, so I don't need to. So I should be able to drag. Yep, I can drag it back over here to the book. All right, cool. All right, didn't know I could do that. Guess you find out what you can do, huh? I did not know I can do that. All right, that's dope. All right, so it's already in there. So let me just click that out of there. I didn't know I can do that, y'all. I really didn't know that. That's dope. Alright, I'm feeling this. Alright, so I built my second, actually I built 4 chords already. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 chords already. I did 3 last night. And then 1 right now. So y'all know I'm about to get real crazy with this. So now I figured out how to do it. So yeah. So I'll be getting on these getting some chords put in this next book. Of course now I know how to do it now. By trial and error. Like, oops, I didn't know I could do that. Let me see something. Where'd it go? It fall off too. Fell off somewhere. Now when I'm playing chords or movements or whatever, you know, these are moves. The 13-9 or 13-5. This is 13-9. Or we have, I told you 7 when I use the word 13. But you can have the 13-9, and then you can also have the 13-5. Remember, it's 7. Alright, it's 7. But we may have played the 13, or we could play the major 11. Oh, sorry, hold on. I'm getting excited now. You can play the major 13 sharp 11, and then you can play the 6-9 sharp 11. It's all in my book there. And then we have the major. Y'all know the major 9 with the flat 5. Remember, I'm approaching it a different route from which I heard me doing a minute ago. So when I did this, E major 9 13, or E major 13 sharp 11. By switching the finger, it's an E major 9 with the flat 5. Y'all heard me doing it one route, and now I'm doing it in another route. What? I forgot what I was finna do. And there is the major 7 with the flat 5. And then when I added the other note, using the same tritone in the left hand, then we go to the minor 7 flat 5 with the 11. I did that in the book too. So I was like, man. Now when we drop a bass line to it, or bottom, whatever y'all want to call it, then we have the flat 7, flat 9, sharp, flat 9, sharp 9, sharp 5. And this is the 7. And I went from one chord to the other because I get what I'm doing. I'm playing with the sus2, sus4. And then this one here is me moving one finger out the way. And then we have the sharp flat 9, sharp 5 this time. And earlier we had the what? Sharp 9, flat 5. What? Or sharp 9, sharp 5. But because I went to another voicing of note chord, then now we have the 7, flat 9, sharp 5, sharp 9, sharp 5. I'm sorry, because always they call it the 2 or the 9 is always first before the 5, right? Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 2 comes before the 5. Woo! I gotta stop this foolishness. But anyway. So that Jason White stuff. So anyway, y'all get to see how I do it. I'm gonna go eat now because it's 5:30 and I gotta go take my medication. But every chord I'm playing, y'all, is like -7 with a flat 5. Transposing, switch over, major 7 flat 5, major 7 flat 5, major 7 flat 5, sharp 5, and A flat minor 9 11. Sharp. Did I say sharp 11? A flat diminished major 7 with the flat 5. G minor 7 flat 5, 11. Major 7 flat 5, sharp 5. If I put these chords in the book, yeah, the chords are already in the book. F add 2, B flat. Alright, and listen to this. This is sus. Sus fourth, sus 2, power chord. B flat, major 9. Or B flat, major 7. Depends on how you want to interpret it. Whether I'm using the major chord or the sus. Alright, so F add 2, B flat, add 2. Alright. D flat major 7. E flat add 2. Crazy. Major 7 flat 5. Now I do the bass line. Sharp 9, sharp 5. I told y'all, remember the little passing move. What? Those little moves, right? You either use the minor move or the secret sauce chord. Minor move, secret sauce chord, 7 sus 4. Either one of them is dope. Or switch up between the two. You can switch up between the two. Switch up between the two. You can play around with both of those moves. Switch them up. I love you, know. I love you, know. See, we're going back to the one. I love you. Here you go. I just use the. Now remember, it's the bass line I'm carrying, but it's the 1305, 135. You remember hear people say the 1305, but yeah, 71305. You might hear people doing it because it sounds pretty when you know doing that, you know, the bass line. You might hear that diminished move, minor 7 flat 5, diminished move. Jason White, David, Barrett. See, victory. See up there? See, I forgot he did. And hit you with this little and then back to this one. Okay, I gotta go eat, y'all. But this is your boy Bishop Tracy, aka Andre Clark. My website crashed, so don't even worry about the Bishop Tracy Clark. It's done. It's crashed. You can purchase your books over at Amazon. Just type in Play by Sight or my name, Andre Clark. I'm gonna be working with another company. Actually, I'm going back to the original company that I was with to begin with in the first place. To open up that website again and actually put my contacts over there at that website. So yeah, so y'all be patient. I love you. I love you forever, bottom. I love you forever, bottom. Here we go. Nope. Think that was the one. Nope. No, I forgot it. I think that's what it is. Forever. Nope. Anyway, y'all want to learn how to play these chords. It's all basic chords. It's just the approach. That's all. B, C sharp minor, back to B. Okay. E flat, E major 7 with it, not 13. D add 2. E add 2. That 7/4 chord I told you earlier, but we're on a 4, which makes you play 6/9. Hold up. 6/9. 4 up. 4 sharp 4. Minus 7 flat 5. Technically would say this in the E, so we say is an A minus 7 with the flat 5. And then you got this little thing. Chromatic. ba-da-da, chromatic, ba-da-da-da, tritone, ba-da-da, but before you go there, ba-da-da-da-da, people getting this wrong, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da, it's chromatic, 4.5, 4, 3, 2.5, 4.5, 2.5, tritone to 6. 4.5, 4, 3, 2.5, 4.5. When you get back to the 4 to 2.5, 6. That means now you play the G tritone. Then you come down on technically the G F sharp tritone, but he's playing a chord with it, which is a minor chord. A minor chord, alright, mixed with the I wouldn't say A minor, but we put in the F sharp on the bottom, which is F sharp minus 7 flat 5. I told y'all where these chords are located at in the book. Da 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 da. Forever, C sharp minor, for D sharp minor, and then he does ba-da, but so you use the tritone, but we're using the perfect 4. Now I will probably put the secret sauce chord, the 7/4 chord, and do it, which makes you play the major 7 flat 5. But that's not what he's doing. But I just threw that in it in case I couldn't remember to do that. Da da. Forever, ba-da. So if I can't remember that, I'll just go ahead and play that. Remember that? I'm just splitting up the chord with 2 hands now. Forever. A major add 2, B major add 2, A major add 2, B major add 2, E minor 9, E major 9, D add 2, E add 2. Going to the 6, 6 9, A 6 9. Alright, C sharp minus 6, diminished move. G diminished 7, revert. F sharp diminished 7. You did. Then let the E add 2. But oh, hey, hold on, where we go? I love you. Then diminished. Forever, F sharp 6 9. Tritone, major 7 flat 5. Repeat. Probably hear that. E major 7 with a sus2. But we're going to the 4. I mean 4. 4. Makes you play the 6 9 move. But back to the 4.5. That's the minute 7 movement. Forever repeat. Now we're coming out. That's that 6 9, E 6 9 sharp 11. Alright, E 6 9. And then here we go. Major add 2. We give. This is 2 chords here. We give. That's an E minus 7. Or D sharp minus 7, 11. I told y'all earlier, it's in the book. I was going to mention that earlier. These are the 7, 11. We give. Back to A add 2. We give glory to God. Tritone bar. Back to that chord we played on the 4 up. Without the bass line, y'all, it's the minus 6. Right, C sharp minus 6, but with the bass line, it's A sharp, the minor 7 with the flat 5. But then we go to B. add 2. A add 2. Back to that C sharp minor 6. Remember that chord I told y'all earlier, that E major is 13, sharp 11. B flat, I say A sharp minor 7 with the flat 5. 11. Well known chord. It's the minor 11 flat 5 chord. What? What? That's crazy. Preacher chord, E minor, major 9. Like you're going to F sharp. Can I get it with it? That's the bass line, but anyway. Let's see, hold up. Woo! Y'all heard this chord? Or minor 7 flat 5, 13. That's crazy, y'all. Minor, F sharp minor. E add 2. I can play around with the F sharp minor, F sharp minor 9. That's just me flavor up. But anyway. Alright, that's 7. I was gonna say 7-13, but 7-3. Now 6-9. But because I'm dropping the left hand. C sharp minor 7-11 again, or D or C sharp minor 7-11. Yeah. Let me see, hold on. Or E major 6. I'll probably do the E major 6. Both of those chords would be cool. It just be adding maybe another note. That extra note underneath it. But okay, so go back to this. Minor 6. Then 6-9 sharp 11. Y'all remember? Can I get away? Remember the preacher walk up to the that little movie. It's all in my book. Okay, hold on. Ba ba da. Same chord from her. Ba ba. Right. I ain't gonna go too far after this. Minus 11 with a flat 5. Major 7 flat 5. Minus 7 flat 5. Minus 11 flat 5. Then major 9. Is it? Minus 6. Major 9 13. Minus 6. Woo! Major 9 11. Sharp 11. Major 7 flat 5 again. There's more than one way to approach these chords. And E add 2. And then he come out of it. Da-da-da-da. Chromatic move again. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. We use a power chord. Perfect fit for it. There's an E flat 7. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Actually, we're in the key of E, so I better call that D sharp. Da-da-da-da. Da-da. Y'all hear me? The minute 7. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. C sharp minor 7. Forever, B major 7. Let's see. Forever, E9 13. And then he doing this little thing. Let me see how I want to call this one. F sharp minor, B major add 2. Hold on. Back to that, I would have called it 713, but it's a 7-3 or a 7-3. Or we could say C sharp minor 3rd. Yeah, C sharp minor 3rd. That'll be easier. So, okay, and I'm gonna play this. Now I'm gonna change the voicing now. All right, A major 13, A major 7-13. Now I'm gonna change that voicing. Now I'm gonna change the voicing again to a B6-9. Wait. There it is. Right. That is a D flat minor, or C sharp minor. Add 411. Now we have E flat minor 7. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's without me holding the top note. Alright, now that changes everything right here, right? Because I'm not holding the top note. A major 3rd, major 3rd, B major 3rd, C sharp minor 3rd, as I said earlier, and D sharp minor 3rd. That's how you do it. And then he goes back to the top chord he started out sort of in the beginning. In the beginning was it was those 3 chords right, ba-da-da, but he's gonna start this back again. E major 13, 7-13. D major add 2, and that's how you end it. E major add 2, so that's how he gets out of it. So every one of those chords I mentioned are in my book. Actually, I forgot to mention that the minor add 2s. I probably forgot, maybe I didn't. Anyways, this is your Bo Bishop Drake. So I got to go eat, and I passed dinner already. I don't know how to do runs. I'm not a run person, but I'm more of a chord person. So y'all go over to Amazon, get your play-by-sight. For those who already purchased your book, you can thank me later. Alright, get your edition number 1 and 2. Because both of these books are fire! Lit fire. And y'all already know I've already lit things up already. So I don't have to, everything's on fire right now. So I'm throwing out nothing but fire chords. Y'all want to hear all these other cats playing all this beautiful stuff. So that's my plan, is to get some more fire out to y'all, so y'all can get the fire underneath your fingertips. And then I'm gonna be working on my chords that I'll be doing right here. This is what I was gonna do before I even came online, y'all. I actually was gonna spend some time over here today to transfer. Maybe not even so much that word transfer, but take chords that I've been working on and moving them actually into the book. Exactly how I'm doing them. Exactly how I'm practicing them and everything. Because again, if y'all want to sound like pros, play like pros, yeah, I got you. I'm dropping these chords in the book and so forth and so on. My plan also was I'm generating a music book. I mean, when I say music book, more of
HDMI 1 Apple.
a song book. The song that y'all heard me doing earlier. Oh, over in my other book. Let me lock this up before. Actually, I won't lose any data, but let me just lock it up just because. Just because. So I've actually did about 3 or 4 songs already. And so let's go over. How do I get to it? Oh. On project. I've already started that already, which I failed to mention that, but I've already started the chord book, and the first one is in the key of A, and then the second one is in the key of the one I mentioned just now, is in the key of E flat, and then I have another song. Let's see here, what's the other song? What's the other song? Oops, I done passed it up again. Hold on, let me look at my content. One song is in A, the other one is in E flat. Another song I believe is in E, and the last one that I was supposed to be. Did I finish that one actually? Let me see. Song number 4. I think I finished that one. I think. Oh, I was about to finish it. Oh, I was about to finish it. So I got to finish that, dropping the same kind of idea, the name of the chords, and it's just basically 4 chords. I learned it just by listening to it once, and now I kind of forgot. I forgot how it went. Let me see, how did that one go? It's in C. And I'm gonna play it in my way. I'm not gonna play it the way the album does. I'm gonna throw my own. I'm just throwing my own thing in. So I think I forgot that one move. Actually, it's not really a chord. It's just the way the bass line is moving. But anyway, so that's the first chord. And that's another route I would go. I told you the chords I'll be using. What's it? I told you transpose this move, you know. What? Passing moves. Anyway, I'm giving you guys the straight chords, not the way the album is doing it, but let's give you the straight chords. Now, when I'm doing it, you know, I might, you know, do my thing, you know. I told you about the transposing thing. Remember that? step outside of wherever the way the song goes, but you know, remember I told y'all. Anyway, so I'm keeping it simple in the book, because to try to drop all those chords that I'm doing be overkill for people who are new at it. So, it's time for me to take my medication. All right, y'all, I got to get off of here and go medicate myself up, so that I don't get sick, or continue to be still sick. Actually, I'm still sick, but not deadly sick. But pray for me that I don't get that far again, because that was pretty dramatic. I'm out. Peace and love and cornbread, y'all. Again, Play by Sight, edition number 1 and 2 is available at Amazon. All right, be on the lookout for my next book. Probably won't get it out until maybe like next year, 2026, and don't be surprised if I end up getting it out in December. But this is some work because this is my first time actually having to do the fill-in of the entire book. I mean, when I say the entire book, I'm talking about putting the frame up and the chords and all that. It's my first time doing it. It's generally usually my Miss Editor. She usually is doing it, but she's been on vacation and stuff. So I was like, hey, yo, let me help you out by doing that. And I was going to get on the order, but I'm not now. At this point, it's too late. I got to go eat. Was going to get on the organ, but I just locked in on the keys all of a sudden. And because I hate playing keyboard. Keyboard's not my thing. So the more I keep practicing on the keys, the more I get better and comfortable at it. But anyway, so yes, she's been on vacation and stuff like that. She's back now, but I told her, hey, send me this stuff over, and then I'll do some chords stuff. She can do some, I'll do some. So whatever I'm coming up with besides what I've already sent her, I'm actually gonna do what I do, and start putting these chords in the whatchamacallit there, in the library, so that way I'm ready to drop the next books outside of what the other projects that we're already working on. I'm doing something else. something. I'm doing a little something else. All right. Okay, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here, and I'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a good one. For those who might catch me on TikTok later, I might come back on TikTok later. But since I've already been on here for quite some time, I might not do the TikTok thing tonight. All right. Peace and love and cornbread. Out. There you go. Ooh, Lord.